This is the STX 230 by Stunner Fitness, and man is it heavy. And I would like to thank Stunner Fitness for sponsoring this video. Alright, now let's take a look at the overall construction of this treadmill. So I actually really like the design of the STX 230. It looks really elegant and it feels very solid since most of the parts are made up of metal. Very little plastic is used. We get good side rails which provide plenty of room to stand on, though I would have appreciated them being a bit wider. And since they are textured, it does help in getting a firm grip which prevents us from any accidental slipping. Also, it's really easy to step on these side rails since these are just 4.5 inches above the ground. So it should be a bit easier to step on these, specifically for those who have some sort of an issue with their knees or legs. These grab handles are made up of a rubberized material. They seem to be sweat resistant, which can easily be wiped down and are quite comfortable in my experience. Though I would not recommend using them like a pair of parallel bars since they do not seem to be strong enough to handle a lot of weight. By the way, both of these grab handles have panels embedded in them which can be used to check your pulse. Pretty good feature if you quickly want to check your pulse while running. Though this feature may not be as accurate at times as some of the machines which are dedicated to checking the pulse, but it is a good option to be included here nonetheless. The top area is mostly made up of a white glossy hard plastic material with a silver lining running across here, which looks really beautiful, along with a matte black console that looks pretty futuristic yet very minimalistic with just a few buttons and a holder for your tablet or smartphone. This area is used to connect the provided security lock or safety lock. So one end goes here like this, and the other end is to be attached to your t-shirt. This safety lock is an emergency device that will stop the treadmill in case of an emergency while using the treadmill. So if you accidentally fall off the treadmill or even step away from it without first removing it from your t-shirt, then the treadmill will stop immediately to avoid any injuries. We also get two pockets over here where you can place a few water bottles if you like, or even your TV remote if you're watching some show or a movie while using the treadmill. And these holes over here are the dual Bluetooth speakers. And the best thing about this machine is the capability to place your mobile phone right behind this tension controller and watch your favorite movie while you work out. A real good USP if you ask me. Though I could not find their exact audio wattage values, but these can get really loud. You can easily pair them with your Android or iOS smartphones or tablets or even your TV for that matter, and listen to the sound directly on these speakers if you want. And since these speakers are right in front of you, it will definitely be a joy working out while listening to some beats. Then attach the safety lock to your t-shirt if you haven't done so already. Then press the green start button and then wait for 10 seconds before you should actually step on the running belt. We can easily switch between the time, distance, calories and speed options using this button and see them on the LCD screen here. The reason for the 10-second delay is that it helps in increasing the lifespan of the running belt. By the way, two of these treadmill lubricants were also included in the packaging of this treadmill in case you need them later on. These lubricants help in reducing the friction of the running belt all the while increasing the overall performance of the treadmill. So the treadmill starts off at a speed of 0.8 km per hour, which can go all the way up to 14 km per hour. The speed can be increased now to 12 km per hour. And finally to the highest one, which is 14 kilometers per hour. And as you may have noticed, the sound being created isn't that much, which is preferred in a domestic environment. And even at the highest speed, it does not tend to shake or tremble that much. I think that the STX 230 by Stunner Fitness is a good option for your home and can be considered by